Now in the Black Box. Whoa. With Spider Loke, Most Easty, a.k.a. VJ Keyway, and the Google Gang. Let's go!
Listen.
Gratitude is the attitude. Show is a blessing. To be back in the Black Box. Black Box.
Relax, roll up as we randomly react to content in these YouTube streets. Yeah. It's time for R&R.
Nigga that puzzle. Big shout out to my nigga SPI, Spotter Low. You know I'm in the Black Box, had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned, all that.
The constant, consistent, continuous content creation campaign continues. And as we navigate these 7 C's today, 48 Laws Music Marketing is the channel that we arrive upon. The title is, this is why most rappers aren't real gang members. I remember we had a title something like this a couple weeks ago. But with no further ado, let's see what these rappers who aren't real gang members have been up to.
Today, we are watching rappers being fake gang members. But, you know, a lot of times rappers will come on to a song.
What the hell? Oh my God, no way.
Not on the details, right, of the facial. But I usually don't wear my hoodie like this. But look, it's like we on the same team or something. I don't want to say twinning, that's so corny, but it's crazy, it's weird. I feel like we doing the same thing, style. I think his glasses might be a little more medicinal than mine. Oh, my. He might have shaped his eyebrows, I haven't.
Talking about guns. If you're really doing it, then you're just snitching on yourself. And if you're not doing it, which is more likely, then you're just lying to people over a beat and a melody. But today we're going to learn about rappers being fake gang members.
I was going to make a video about rappers going overseas and getting locked up when I saw that Chris Brown had just did the same thing in the UK. He went to England while he had a warrant, just sitting at a 5-star hotel in Manchester, chilling. But I guess he could have forgot the incident happened 2 years ago. But I remembered that as an adult, Chris Brown just seemingly started claiming Fruitown, Peru. He just became a blood as an adult. Now, first off, Fruitown, Peru is not just in LA, all right? The set is also in Virginia, where Chris Brown is from, but he's from a town of like 3,000 people. There's neighborhoods in LA with 5 times as many people as that, but it doesn't mean that he ain't from the hood or anything, because a lot of small towns are messed up. It just got me thinking. Wack 100, although not the most reliable storyteller, said there's a guy named Waxstar. I think he's a blood out of Compton, and his story about Waxstar lines up with the story of Big Homie CC, a former high-level bodyguard. Now, Big Homie says that one night while he was working security for Iman Shumpert when he was still in the NBA, he kind of shoved Kyrie Irving out of his way, and Kyrie took this very personal, and every time Kyrie saw him after this, he started gang banging, like banging blood on him every time he saw him.
So I put my arm out and I pushed the dude out the way. He got pissed off about it. He throwing up gang signs at me and everything. Kyrie is a blood.
And Wax says this.
Where Kyrie from, y'all?
That shit is such a trip, bro. Because look, niggas outside of LA and shit, niggas outside of this culture do not realize, bro. A lot of celebrities, Shaq even was involved with gangs. It's like they get into LA and they start hanging out, you know, at the nightclubs and wherever they go. You know what I'm saying? And these gang members and drug dealers are in the same places, bro.
For bringing people like Soulja Boy, Chris Brown, and Kyrie around the set. But not only was Kyrie born in Australia, he grew up in West Orange, New Jersey, a wealthy suburb. He attended Montclair Kimberly Academy, a private school.
New Jersey, okay. They've been blooding for a while in New Jersey.
Soulja Boy was born in Chicago and grew up in Mississippi. Now, I know there's a lot of gangs in Mississippi, but everybody I met from Mississippi was either a GD or a vice lord. But Soulja Boy don't even know where he's from. He's claimed Atlanta and Compton at the same time, but when he blew up, he was living in Batesville, Mississippi. Now, I don't blame this guy, Waxstar from California. If these celebrities want to play gang member and give him free clout, go ahead. He's probably genuinely made a bag just off being associated with these guys, but what is this? And why do rappers and celebrities, when they want to become adult gang members, why do they always just choose a California gang? Is it because Cali is the extortion capital? Possibly. Also, you're more likely to just get robbed somewhere like Chicago or New York doing this. Shotty and them made over $1 million from 6ix9ine playing gang member, and they still tied him up and threw him in the truck. California guys seem to have a bit more oversight when it comes to extorting, but 6ix9ine was honestly like the blueprint on why adults shouldn't jump into gangs, among many others. And like I said plenty of times in older videos, people join gangs as kids, and not only kids, but kids in dangerous neighborhoods, where being a part of something like that is just part of everyday life. I know what it's like to grow up in the area where the kids gang banging, and when you go to their house, their parents gang banging too. And I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings with this next statement, but Tupac was no different. His mom was an educated Black Panther, not a Blood. The man was a poet that spoke against injustice in the United States one day and a Blood from LA the next. You can't be Martin Luther King and a gang member at the same
Tupac might have been a damn blueprint. Or no, he just said that. My bad.
time. If he was gonna start gang banging as a kid, like most people, it would have been why he
Baby, it look like I'm looking at me next to like an avatar of myself. It's crazy.
still lived in Baltimore. Crazy how the poster boy for the West Coast didn't even move out there until he was 17. No matter what reason you think he really died, he had no business putting his hands on the Southside Compton Crip in Las Vegas. And that's
Oh my mama. Go find the first person to ever say that. I forget this. When we ride on our enemies, my version. Pac died because he was with them Southsides on my mama.
so disappointing about a lot of rappers. You can't trust anything they say. How you gonna be a revolutionary, but you fighting in a hotel lobby? This man was an educated ballet dancer, not throwing shade at him about that, but the point is, Tupac was a fictional character, and Destroy Lonely was homeschooled. Who put you on, bro? You were...
That shit funny as fuck, bro. Yeah, niggas do start to get older and like adopt personalities, but at the same time, bro, I do feel like some of these niggas really feel like they being they self, and that's when it really gets twisted. Is like when you really are just being a rapper, or you really are just being an athlete, and you just hanging out where you hanging out, and it just starts to blend like that. That's to me is what niggas need to be talking about. More than like, oh, he got homeschooled. It's more like the industry that we're in, bro. Or they're in, I'm sorry.
Homeschool.
It's not just the industry. If it was just as simple as train up a child and when he is old, he won't depart from it. And it was just that way. Whatever your parents put you through and instilled into you is what you turn out to be. That's the product of what you are. If it was that simple, we would have a lot less delinquents and a lot more people doing exactly what their parents desired and designed for them to do. But it's just obvious it don't always work that way. The way you were reared is not the way you are rendered. It's just not a natural correlation one to the other. You have to do your best, hope for your best, but often people go through certain conditioning and programming and indoctrination as a child, but once they become adolescent and young adult, they start to think for themselves, make decisions for themselves, and it often goes against what their parents attempted to instill in them.
Before high school, how? And he went to high school in Stockbridge, Georgia. And I'm not saying Stockbridge ain't grimy, but bro, the murder rate is less than 1 per every 1,000 residents. And Chicago might have messed up the way I think about things, but I've always stood by the fact that if nobody is dying where you live, why are you gangbanging? These new cliques are created when a group of kids want to get revenge for one of their friends being killed. It's not a game. I know every city is different, but we're talking about gangs. It's not a Discord group. It's not a recreational basketball team. If you or nobody you know never got chased down or shot at, you probably didn't need to be in a gang. That sounds logic, right? Am I tripping? If everybody around you survived to adulthood, you didn't need to be a gang member, you should just go to college. It's way less of a sausage.
It's so weird that he just broke it down like that, but that shit makes so much sense. Because, like, people think the city I'm from Anaheim, right? I'm on the west side of Anaheim. And I can think of, like, 4 of my friends that died from gang shit. And I know.
And I bet you finna say something like people from where we from, like Compton, LA, will tell you Anaheim ain't even a bad area. So just think of how far gone the culture is. If 4 adolescent friends dying of gang violence is like not really a big deal.
A lot of people, when they hear Anaheim and Orange County, they're like, bro, what?
I told you.
Yes, bro.
gangs that have their biggest membership in Los Angeles, you have to remember that the LA guys probably don't even respect you anyway. Or the guys anywhere in California. What did Brick Baby say about Quando Rondo? They both rolling 60s, but since Quando is from Savannah, Brick Baby said, you not from LA rolling 60s, so you not from the hood. Basically, this means that if you go out of town and start gangbanging and don't have a home set like Quando does in Georgia, you just a goofy. Kyrie, you hanging with Bloods and you a suburbanite. You pretty much Lil Mabu. Soulja Boy, honestly, Soulja Boy been pretending to be a gang member for so many years that we might as well just give him an honorary certificate, right? Congratulations, you graduated from False Flag.
But you guys are like limiting the range of what a gang could ever be. And if that's the case, then, you know, it's a lot of groups and organizations that should never, ever, ever, ever gather together. And if a gang, the concept of a gang is irredeemable, I'm not sure if that's true. Maybe you are showing evidence of a few gangs that just gathered, hung out, supported each other, and did not get involved in the majority of the destruction that other gangs involved in. What about that idea? It's just an idea, thought, concept.
University, I hereby present this award to DeAndre Cortez Way. Justin Bieber still get more respect in the hood than you though. And there are several other rappers that fell off that I could get into, but we'll be here all day. And I promise I'm not trying to pick on Drake, but he just always comes up. Now, I haven't necessarily seen him claim to be a part of any gangs in Toronto or in the US, but being from Forest Hill, his association with gang members is kind of strange to me. Like, who introduced you to these various people, Drake? How do you know Fifth? I covered him briefly in my Toronto video, but this guy got executed in a way that just does not happen if you're not in the streets. They caught him in the hallway, 2 shooters popped out, air straight through the glass, one of them wiped the door off and kept blowing. And top 5, why is Drake paying lawyer fees for somebody that was on a murder charge? It's not his homie, this guy's almost 20 years younger than Drake. Anyway, when I first left Chicago, I went away to college to a small town where no shootings or murders happen at all. The dumbest thing I ever heard was some kid in town say he wanted to go to the hood and feel what it was like to be in a shootout. And I was like, bro, you know people don't always survive shootouts, right? You know that's not a goal for people.
He used this story before, or this clip, but it sounds very extremely familiar. Or are we reacting to it? No, we haven't.
People living in the city, right? And I feel like that's how a lot of these rappers think. Not all of them, of course. A lot of them are just pretending 100%. And the kid I mentioned, sadly, I went to college in an open carry state, so he likely has his own firearm now legally, but he definitely won't see any action in his hometown, and I doubt he'd ever actually travel somewhere where he'd have to use it. Because it's easy to just say something stupid like that when you've never seen it up close. Having to constantly look over your shoulder is not cool. There are 16-year-olds walking around major cities that don't even gangbang, but just due to the neighborhoods they live in, they know what it's like to always be at risk.
Oh, my mama, I can attest to that firsthand. God bless my babies. This is so true.
I remember walking through alleys in Chicago with my hood on because it was cold, and people popping out from behind garbage cans saying, hey bro, you gotta take your hood off, we into it, I didn't know who you was. Some people just don't even know what that's like. And
he said, we into it. Oh my God, yo, imagine you just got out of football practice or something. You just walking home. This nigga say, hey, shorty, we into it. Like, you gotta take your hood off. That would fuck me up, bro. I would be like, Mom, I gotta transfer. We need to move. Let's get up out of here. That shit crazy.
See, that's the difference from him coming up in Anaheim and us coming up Compton, LA, and surrounding areas. That's a normal idea too. Like, don't be hitting that corner like that because it's on around here. Or, you feel me? Watch that car. That's a common thing. Oh, my mama.
He's selling out world.
Yeah, it wasn't like that in my city, so, you know what I'm saying? Maybe Anaheim is soft, bro.
Tours.
I'm not calling this soft because there's some stuff going out there in the OC, but it's different.
Signing multi-million-dollar contracts, throw up a gang sign. You start to see why celebrities get their houses broken into in LA. It's hard to feel bad for some of these guys. Chris Brown, bro. I know you put your hands on everybody, men and women, but just stop. If you need to hang around some strangers to feel accepted, I feel sorry for you, but go hang with dudes at the country club in Bel Air or something.
Damn. For those that don't know, like Disneyland is in Anaheim, so you gotta kind of put that in perspective.
This kid who was born a millionaire kept it more real than most of these rappers when he stopped rapping and pretending to have ops so he could focus on college. Why?
The happiest place on the planet, so you best believe Walt and those that have interest in that do have an interest in maintaining a certain amount of peace in Anaheim.
It's someone like Justin Bieber more good in the hood than Soulja Boy. It's not because he's white, it's because he's not pretending or trying to fit in. Never forget, Justin walked through the alley and linked up with like a MS-13 gang member and bought some by himself. No security. My boy was in the hood.
Hey, I got Justin Bieber here to swap me though. Are you in my hood, homie? MS gang.
Selena Gomez might have been there too, but y'all rich people trying to look tough is the exact reason Big U got rich. Just stop it.
Oh God. Now, I really do want to say, bro, I feel like with the music industry, sports industry, all of that shit is together. The streets is right there. Like, in both of those industries, the streets are heavily involved, bro. So I just feel like niggas do have to bring up the fact that street dudes are attracted to athletes, and athletes are sometimes attracted to what the street dudes have, whether that's women, drugs, whatever, jewelry, it could be a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? So they go hand in hand. So I feel like people are not really thinking about that part of it or even aware of it. So it's very easy to see how someone like Kyrie or Soulja Boy or Justin Bieber might be in these situations, bro. It's the industry, and that's really what we have to be paying more attention to. Maybe there needs to be more security for these industry people or more safe spaces. I don't know, but we're all adults here. Anyway, let me know what y'all think down in the comments. That's going to do it for this video.
I think the more predominant thought is the vast majority of the talent or the people that fill up these industries, the sports and the music industry, are from these areas. So when you become successful, it's not like you just automatically just naturally have a mechanism or feel motivated to just detach yourself from any and everybody that you once was already dealing with. A lot of times the people, places, and things kind of take a journey with you. And that's just to keep it a Google on my mama.
Google gang, straight legend. Google gang, SBI. Google gang, Google gang in here. You better keep that shit a Google when you mention me. First sign of disrespect, I'm turning Hercules. It's gonna be a lot of shirts pressed, rest in peace. Keep it a Google, better keep it a Google. Keep that shit Google when you mention me. First sign of disrespect, I'm turning Hercules. It's gonna be a lot of shirts pressed, rest in peace. Keep it a Google, you better keep it a Google. Keep it a Google. You better keep it a Google. Better keep it a Google. Keep it a Google. Google, gang.
Bottom line, love life, show us a blessing. Pull up politic and blow us a session. Spot a local most easty, no mistaking the station. They making them statements, we waking and baking. Word of the day, EC on replay. The marijuana-thon with VJ Keyway, BS and BS. Killing on the track in the black box, we never put feelings over facts. Bay Machiavelli, run me the bread. I don't get mad, I get money instead. I be high, you can tell by a nigga eyes. But wise enough to enterprise, you dig a lies. Contemplating with the Google gang, conversating. Counting coins while these cowards in the comments hating. Only thing count, my count getting another comma. I'm a magnet to the money on my mother mama.
Better keep that shit a Google when you mention me. First sign of disrespect, I'm turning Hercules. It's gonna be a lot of shirts pressed, rest in peace. Keep it a Google, better keep it a Google. Keep that shit Google when you mention me. First sign of disrespect, I'm turning Hercules. It's gonna be a lot of shirts pressed, rest in peace. Keep it a Google, you better keep it a Google. Keep it a Google. You better keep it a Google. Better keep it a Google. Keep it a Google. Google gang.
If you can't keep it a Google, then don't mention me. Run a check through the set, I bet them niggas mention me. Red Bull and Hennessy, I keep the same energy. No matter on a solo or a couple homies with me. Tell them come get me if they want confrontation. I keep a couple shooters with me. And we right here waiting on shit to pop off. Take a nigga top off, you tempt me. All that BS, you can miss me. Slide down Century, doing about 60 in the gutter lane. Faded off yak and drop the pistol, hopping out the rain. I won't change, keep it a Google the only way. Mention me, I come out and play. That's on the gang. We're not the same. I ain't nothing like these rap niggas. Hanging with bangers, no bodyguards. We all strapped, nigga. All truth, no lies, facts over feelings. We ain't gonna start something we can't finish. Google gang.
Better keep that shit a Google when you mention me. First sign of disrespect, I'm turning Hercules. It's gonna be a lot of shirts pressed, rest in peace. Keep it a Google. Better keep it a Google. Keep that shit Google when you mention me. First sign of disrespect, I'm turning Hercules. It's gonna be a lot of search press, rest in peace. Keep it a Google. You better keep it a Google. Keep it a Google. You better keep it a Google. Better keep it a Google. Keep it a Google. Google gang.
Neighborhood Net Hustle. Big shout out to my nigga SPI, Spotter Low. You know I'm in the black box. Had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned. All that.
It's the homie Cook-Up Boss, goddammit, Cub Low. And y'all tuning in to the Wake and Bake Show with goddammit the homeboy Spider Low.
Here with SPI, the realest nigga in LA.
Spider this bitch!
My nigga Spider Low. Spider Low, nigga.
Spider Low.
Spider Low.
Spider Low.
Spider Low.
Spider Low.
So Spider looks at me because we go back to the juvenile side of the county.
What the fuck?
My nigga.
Spider Low.
Spider Low.
Shout out to SPI, that motherfucking nigga.
Spider Low, Wake and Bake. Better keep it Google, nigga.
Loke is in LA somewhere doing what he's doing.
In the words of Spider Loke on my mama's mama.
Spider Loke's gear. This is Bay Mac.
Nate Blood, C-Mac. Shout out my Loke, Spider Loke, huh? Nate Blood, on hood. It's a beautiful world. You fight me? Fight, crib.
Point blank, do no subliminal dissing. When I listen, I can tell you never been on no mission. Sticking to the script, don't care if I offend you. Neighborhood crib, the marathon
I overlook my competition, never seeing them. I done trained my mind that I'm going. You could tell by how I walk, talk, I'm a boss. A east side millionaire, homie, what you thought? My life is a movie. They can't get close to me. They mad cause they can't be. I'm everything that they wanna be, yeah.
You are now in the black box. Whoa. With Spider Loke, Most Easty, aka BJ Keyway, and the Google Gang.
Let's go!